Hey guys, MugenLord here, and I'm back again with another discussion video. And today, pretty much this video is pretty much a continuation of the last video that I talked about concerning Marvel vs. Capcom 4. And as you know it, this weekend is the Capcom Cup and also PlayStation Experience. And what we've got today is some confirmation that yes, Marvel vs. Capcom now is a reality. That's right, Marvel vs. Capcom is coming, and that's right, 2017 is going to be the year that it's supposed to be released, and I can't wait, and I can't imagine how soon that is. Normally when we get a Marvel vs. Capcom or a Capcom versus game, we normally have to wait for some time, but we literally going to get this game next year. And it looks like this year, as far as rumors are concerned, rumors has really been spot on for this entire year. So many rumors been coming out, and these rumors has been coming out to be turned out to be true with some, some minor tweaks and everything here and there. So we know now it's called Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. It's not Marvel vs. Capcom 4, it's Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. And the rumor is saying that this is pretty much like a reboot or retake and a reimagine of the Marvel vs. Capcom franchise. And this is interesting. And telling about a trailer, we have two Marvel characters that's pretty much are going to be, or pretty much the spokesperson or of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Who ever thought? We had X-Men. X-Men was pretty much the flagship for Marvel back then, back in the day. And now, we have from the rumors that X-Men may not be appearing in the next, Marvel vs. Capcom franchise. So now we have Iron Man. Who ever thought that Iron Man will be the face of, Marvel right about now, since Iron Man has been making so much money for Marvel and Disney with the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And now we have Miss Marvel. Now, Miss Marvel was always one of the Marvel characters that I've always wanted to see in a Marvel vs. Capcom game, and now she's pretty much going to be in this game. And that's only also because that we have a Miss Marvel movie coming out. We have the Avengers Infinity Wars is coming out in movie theaters pretty soon as well. So it makes perfect sense for these characters to be shown in the trailer to get everyone hyped. People who's not familiar with these characters will pretty much be familiarized with these characters now. Because it's funny how I've seen in some comments, people was like, why the hell does Marvel have Supergirl in their trailer? And so a lot of people there's people out there who don't know anything about Miss Marvel. So this is a perfect chance for them to have this character in a game like this. So I'm really excited, and telling about the trailer is like they giving us some type of hints. And before I get into the hints, we also have Mega Man X, which I'm totally excited for. People have been asking for Mega Man X since the dawn of Marvel vs. Capcom, when they first had the first Marvel vs. Capcom, when they had the regular Mega Man, the original Mega Man. And ever since that, people have been talking about, why don't we have Mega Man X? And people was hoping for Mega Man X to be in Marvel vs. Capcom 3, but we didn't get that. Instead, we get Zero, and then we had the DLC costume where Zero was Mega Man X, and pretty much it made everyone in the community who are Mega Man fans pretty salty. So now we have Mega Man X. So they know exactly what they're doing. We have two flagship Capcom characters, which is Ryu and Mega Man. These are the ones who pretty much spawned the popularity of Capcom. And then we have two Marvel characters that's highlighting Marvel in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, which is Iron Man and Miss Marvel. So let's get on to what I believe is supposed to be going on, or what the game may be hinting at from the trailers. From what I'm looking at in the trailer, is a couple of things that's going on. One, we see two Marvel characters fighting two Capcom characters, which show that, hey, in the rumor it was saying that they're going back to 2 versus 2, which I think it'll be pretty awesome. They're going back to his original roots, and I don't mind that. I don't mind 2 versus 2 at all. And for the simple fact is, if they do go 2 versus 2, will we go back to the traditional 6-button layout? The heavy punch, heavy kick, medium kick, and then heavy punch and stuff like that. The 6-button layout. But if we go back to that, I think that would be pretty cool, pretty interesting. It developed more creative combos, which you had creative combos in Marvel vs. Capcom 2 and Marvel vs. Capcom 3, don't get me wrong. But I liked the 6-button layout. It just felt just right to me when it came to Marvel vs. Capcom. And then we have 2v2, so it will be less hectic than the Marvel vs. Capcom, how Marvel vs. Capcom 2 and 3 was. And then telling about a trailer too, when Mega Man X had walked up, he was trying to grab this orb. Could it be in an Infinity Stone or Infinity Gem? Like, Marvel vs. Superheroes had the Infinity Gem system. Will they be introducing that into this game? Because telling about a trailer, you see both Marvel and Capcom characters are fighting over these gems, and then when you is there also like some type of transformations? Also, I know my thoughts are all over the place. I know I'm jumping around all over the place, but it looks like certain gems does certain effects to your characters, because it looked like when Ryu grabbed that purple thing in his hand, that orb or that gem or whatever you want to call it, it gave him a power up. It boosted him up, and it allowed him to combo Iron Man like crazy or whatever. So I wonder if there's some type of transformation in this forms and when you touch these stones, because it looked like Miss Marvel also had transformed when she had the green stone, and she transformed with this green highlight and glow around her body. So it looks like we might get some intricate and interesting gameplay mechanics in this new series, this reboot of the Marvel vs. Capcom. So I'm really excited. And then we have at the very end we see this character sitting on like a throne type of stage, and it looks like this character has not only one set of glowing eyes, but two set of glowing eyes. So it could represent there's a fusion between two characters, like a fusion between a Capcom balls, a fusion between a Marvel balls, collaborate them together, and then now you have one character. Who knows? Because I remember back in the day, which I enjoyed about the original Versus series, where you always had a boss that represent Capcom and you had a boss that represent Marvel. Because Marvel Super Heroes or Street Fighter, you had Apocalypse, and then you had Metal Akuma. So I wonder if they're going back to that route again, where you have a Capcom balls, a Marvel balls, or a combination of both bosses put together. So that'd be interesting. So I wonder, will this game also have some story mode or some story details of what's going on? I noticed that the Marvel vs. Capcom games have these beautiful cinematics and everything like that, as if it's telling the story, but will we actually have a story mode? Because I know Capcom's been doing something different for once, because we had Street Fighter V. Street Fighter V has a story mode, so I wonder, will they go that route with this game? If not, it doesn't matter, because fighting games aren't really about story, but a story in the fighting game is a plus, is a bonus on top of the competitive aspects, you know, and multiplayer aspects of fighting games. So that'll be pretty interesting if they do add that. Now, as far as characters concerned, like I said before, it's pretty much a win-win deal with me when it comes to the Marvel side, because if they are sticking to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, then of course we're going to get some. We're going to get pretty much. We already know we're going to be in store for it if we're going with that. And remember, you also got to think about the Netflix. Netflix is all part of it. The Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is all part of that, so we could get some Luke Cage, we could get Daredevil, hopefully we get Punisher. But if we do get Punisher, you know, will that also affect the chance of getting Chris Redfield back in the game? Because you don't want to get redundant with the cast. But Capcom cast is really what I'm really excited about, and I hope Mega Man X is a hint that we might be getting some interesting characters from the Capcom side. Like I said, I want to see some Power Stone. I want to, hopefully we see some more Darkstalkers. I want to see some Rival Schools. I want to see some Onimusha or Goku Basura. I want to see a lot of different characters on the Capcom side, because Capcom has a rich library of interesting characters. Breath of Fire, they have a bunch of characters, so I hope this is an opportunity for them to do that, explore these different characters, because who knows? Like I said, Marvel vs. Capcom is no longer about just pleasing the fans, but it's also a marketing campaign for upcoming titles or titles that they want to put out, and they want to engage the audience into getting to know these type of characters before they start putting out newer projects. So this is the perfect time for Capcom to start putting out characters from unknown or unrecognized games that they had back in the day. So I'm really looking forward to what Capcom really has, because I already know we're going to be in store for it pretty much with Marvel. And now that Wolverine may not be in it, we could get them for DLC later on or whatever like that. But I know as far as the main roster, we may not, if the rumor is true, if we don't get X-Men characters, we definitely want to get some characters that's going to replace those characters. I have a feeling that Black Panther is going to probably be like the new Wolverine as far as gameplay is concerned and everything. But that's pretty much my opinion, what I think about it. I'm really excited about Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, and I hope this is the game that's going to bring me back into the franchise, because I wasn't really big into Marvel vs. Capcom 3. I really wasn't. I was really disappointed in it compared to the other Marvel vs. games. But hopefully this is the game that will bring me back into it, because I have yet to found the reason to go buy fighting games for the PS4. But I'm definitely going to get Street Fighter V. I've definitely got to buy an arcade stick, even though I have Xbox 360 arcade sticks, but Street Fighter V is exclusive. So, but yeah, I have to get an arcade stick for my PS4 and everything, and I'm definitely going to start getting back into fighting games again and have some gameplay and everything uploaded on my YouTube channel. But let me know what you guys think about this. Are you excited for Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite? Or do you guys feel salty at the fact is that, hey, you didn't think this was going to be a possibility, that this is going to ever happen, but it did, and this is not what you want? Or are you super excited just like me. I can't wait. So what characters are you looking forward to? What characters you want to see? What gameplay mechanics do you want to see implemented? Or do you want it to go back to its original roots and with its traditional gameplay and everything? So leave your thoughts in the comment section below. If you guys want me to talk about other games in the next discussion video, also leave that in the comment section below. This is MugenLord. I'm signing off.